If you think about it, the internet now is a teenager. It's been around for 15 or 16 years. But most of the history of the internet's been influenced by America. But what's incredible now is that Americans only constitute about 14% of the total internet. 86% is everywhere else. And I believe in the next few years, the most powerful forces that are going to shape innovation, platforms, and consumer behavior on the web will be the BRIC countries, Brazil, Russia, India, and China. Already now, their populations are just starting to move online. But it's really those countries as sources of incredible new ideas that I think will have the most dramatic impact. I think when you look at the future, it's always tempting to look at the shiny gadgets, the latest hardware or software. But actually, the most important factor often with working out what's going to come next is not technology, but anthropology. Because it's when consumers change their behavior that I think it reinvents the way we do business, the way we need to think about marketing, and ultimately the way we think about media. And what's very interesting now is that a lot of those new anthropological behaviors are coming from other markets. So things like social gaming or virtual currencies came from China, Japan, and Korea. Things like mobile banking are starting to emerge now from Africa. But it's not the technologies that are particularly advanced, it's the new ways that people are using them that I think are really worth learning from. There are a number of important forces, I think, converging around this date. If you think about it, if the internet was a teenager now, they were born in around 1994. By 2024, they'll be 30. So it's 3 decades of development for the internet. But by the time that happens, the most majority of people on the internet will come from the emerging world. So it's not just Brazil, Russia, India, and China. It's also Turkey, Indonesia, the Middle East, and finally Africa. So by this stage, those countries will have come online and they'll have not just a significant economic impact, but also a significant cultural impact. And I believe the world we'll live in there will be very different. The web as we know it will, in a sense, disappear. It'll become part of everyday life. We won't use PCs in the same way. It'll all be mobile, but it won't necessarily be Apple. The technological providers and the platforms will change dramatically, I believe, in the next 10 years.